Ryan Clark's making some headlines, and his colleague Dan Orlovsky apologizes to Pickett and Pickens. We'll discuss further. Big Deke News. So here's the Ryan Clark take that has the NFL world in a tizzy.
George Pickens is much more talented than Justin Jefferson.
What's wrong with what Clark's saying here? I think anyone with eyes can see that Pickens has more upside, raw potential, ceiling, talent, however you want to phrase it, than Justin Jefferson. Clark's not saying that Pickens is a better receiver, though, than Justin Jefferson right now, because Jefferson is the best, if not one of the 2 or 3 best receivers in the league, where Pickens is still trying to get there. He's coming off a promising rookie year, hoping to make this year 2 jump. Hopefully that ascension into the elite status happens sooner rather than later, but that is his ceiling. That is his potential. Is anyone debating that at all? Pickens himself said he feels like he's the best receiver in the world. I think he can get there. Like, he has a DeAndre Hopkins type of ceiling, DeAndre Hopkins type of upside. Maybe even better, because I do think he has more athletic skill. He's just got to work on the route running. I don't think Clark said anything crazy here. I don't think he's even saying anything that bold, because you could just throw that word talent out there, and it's just such a gray area, vague thing. Like, Martavis Bryant had more talent than Antonio Brown. He had a higher ceiling. He had more potential than Antonio Brown. But what does it matter? Because Martavis Bryant clearly couldn't put it all together, so Antonio Brown was the better receiver. Like, I heard, I think it was earlier this offseason, some 49ers beat reporter said, Sam Darnold is the most talented 49ers quarterback he's ever seen. Okay, whatever. Maybe he has more arm talent than a guy like Joe Montana, but what does it matter? Because he's never going to be Joe Montana. Joe Montana was able to take the talent that he did have and combine it with winning and his skill and just playing the quarterback position better. Tom Brady's a good example. Yeah, not the most talented of guys, right? But he worked his ass off. He got that talent better. He untapped all the potential that he had in him and became a damn good quarterback, right? Whereas there's guys like Jay Cutler, Jamarcus Russell, Carson Wentz, have all the talent in the world, but are not able to become as good of a quarterback as other guys, right? So, yeah, I don't think he's saying anything bold here, but I do like the take. I don't think there's anything wrong with the take. I think anyone with eyes can see George Pickens does have that type of ability. And if you don't want to take it from me, take it from a guy that played with Justin Jefferson these last 2 years and is now on the same team as George Pickens this year and has seen a lot of football, and Patrick Peterson.
I mean, I can see it. I definitely can see it. GP is very, very raw. You know, he's very raw. He's very unpredictable when the ball is coming his way as far as his catch ability. On all things covered, I call his hands magnet, because if the ball coming anywhere near him, he finds a way to come down with a catch. But Justin is a savant of the position. Like, he's really, really in tune in how to manipulate the defensive back, how to set his routes up. And, you know, he's going into year 4. GP's going into year 2. There's still some things that he wants to, you know, get better at. But the talent, I probably have to agree with Ryan on that one.
But now to Clark's colleague, Dan Orlovsky. It appears he has come around and has finally seen the light on the Kenny Pickett to George Pickens connection.
George Pickens, what have you seen from these two?
I think I owe them a little bit of an apology.
Really?
After watching preseason week 1 and seeing the connection, then seeing all that's been going on in training camp and seeing some of the clips, you go back and watch their connection last year. If I had to ask all of us, who was in the NFL the best QBR-wise quarterback to pass catching option, single pass catching option in the NFL last year? It wasn't Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. It wasn't Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
I don't know.
It wasn't
Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson?
Anybody else? It was these two.
Yeah. Really?
QBR-wise, it was Kenny Pickett and George Pickens.
I got a mixed reaction on this one. On one side of it, you know what it is. It's the chip on the shoulder. Like, bro, keep that same energy. We don't want to hear this now. All that stuff that you were talking about, that's been out there. I don't know why you're randomly switching up and flipping up over a preseason game, right? We've known this Pickett to Pickens connection is something and is going to be something down the line. But now all of a sudden you see the light because Pickett threw a 30-yard pass to Pickens for a touchdown in a preseason game. Come on, bro. But then on the flip side, I guess you got to give props to a man that's going to come out and just straight admit when they were wrong and apologize. We all can't bat 100% on our sports takes, like me. Well, I guess I'm not up to 100. I'm damn near close to like 95, 96%, you know? But yeah, Orlovsky, he's been back and forth, a little fickle on some of his Steeler takes. There are some times he does give Pickett props, but then there's been others where I remember back on draft night. This is the one that sticks out to me. Still got the receipts where he said, yeah, KP8, I don't think he's going to be able to hang with the rest of the AFC North quarterbacks and duel it out with those guys. That's the one I feel like he's got to come out and really give the apology for. But we'll wait and see when that time comes. But that's it for this edition of Big Deke News on a Friday. Let me know your thoughts on Clark's take on GP. Do you agree? Disagree? Also, what do you think of Orlovsky's apology? Do you accept it? And go check out Deke 2. Go subscribe. I'm actually going to be live streaming Madden 24 probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock today. Integrity Mutt is officially back. We got a maxed out 100% Steelers themed team, so we'll be on Twitch, and then I'll be dropping all the content over at Deke 2. But stay chilling. Again, hope you enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and peace.